Okay. Mag start, oil pressure.
I got you.
Is in the green? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, oil pressure is a little low, but it's rising. It's fine.
Okay. Make sure it's required. You just.
Yep.
Seatbelts harness. On them. Flaps up.
Yep.
Okay. Heat vent defrost. Avionics is on. ATIS.
We'll grab it when we get over there.
Okay.
Make sure the aviation database, especially for instrument flying, that's good to 2023. Your obstacle doesn't matter. You don't need that one, but the navigation one, you do need that one.
Okay.
So.
All right, taxiing us over to.
And just try not to stop in a puddle if you can. Just like roll over there a little bit. Because that water can't hit the propeller and cause issues. Right. It's not, yeah, right here is good. Perfect, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
There you go. Cool. All right, do you know how to use the radios on this one? So you're already on 120.65, so all you gotta do, this is COM 1, this is COM 2.
Feedback all runway assignment told toward instructions. Liza contact, you have mission. Facebook tower information Alpha, time 2047 Zulu, wind 240 visibility 6, scattered clouds 2000, temperature 30, dew point 26, altimeter 2968.
Wow.
TPS approach, landing and departing runway 18, higher altitude 1000. Caution for large flux and persons spinning in the airfield. Feedback all runway assignment told toward instructions. Liza contact, you have mission. Facebook tower information Alpha, time 2047 Zulu, wind 240 visibility 6, scattered clouds 2000, temperature 30, dew point 26, altimeter 2968. Expect GPS approach, landing and departing runway 18, higher altitude 1000. Caution for large flux and persons spinning in the airfield. Feedback all runway assignment told toward instructions. Liza contact, you have mission.
And when you're done, you can just hit that COM 1 button, turn it off.
Okay.
From your left and right over here, so you have basically, this is your volume, this is your squelch, volume squelch for me, COM 2, COM 1. Notice how COM 2 is on, because right here it says COM 2. If I switch over to COM 1, it's only going to use COM 1. I can never turn it off anymore because it's on 1. This one's which one you're talking on. And then COM 1, 2, COM 2 1, I'll explain that another day. Okay. But the primary one is make sure, if you're using COM 2, make sure that's set to COM 2.
Okay. What does squelch mean?
Squelch is like when it's like when the microphone makes like static.
Oh, okay.
You'll hear when we're taking off.
Okay. Okay, so ATIS, we got the ATIS, altimeter set, transponder set, ADS-B on now. Radio test, we just taxi light as required. Brakes test, altitude indicator test, turn coordinator, heading indicator.
We would have done that as we taxi over here. I'll show you that. I'll show you that when we taxi over to the runway.
Okay, brake set, fuel is on both. Trim, set for takeoff. You say to look back.
Yeah. Well, if you pull the elevator back, you'll see it. You can also see it in your pre-flight. It was actually already perfectly straight, so we don't have to worry about that.
Flight controls. Left aileron up, right aileron up.
Yeah, make sure they do the correct thing as well. Sometimes coming out of maintenance, they may or may not put them on backwards. And it's good to find out now before you get off the ground.
Right. Okay.
So if I turn left, I want that one to go down. I want that one to go up.
Right.
That's what you're looking for, basically. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. Instruments, they all look good. Mix your best power. Primer in and locked. All right. 1700.
There you go. And I'll say this out loud as you're doing over 1, 2 clicks to right.
So you do right first or left?
You do right first. Over 1, 2 clicks to right.
1, 2.
Good. See a good drop. Back over 1, 2 clicks to both. RPMs back up. Over 1 click to left. Good drop. Back over to both. Carpete in. Or pull the carpete out, so carpete on. Looking for a slight drop, barely. Hit throttle idle. Make sure the engine stays on. Carpete off. Back up to 1,000 RPMs. Clean the mixture for taxi. That's a checklist that eventually you're just going to have memorized as you do that.
Right.
That one may or may not go in the same order. Also, we'll switch it out next time.
Okay. Yeah, so throttle friction. All right.
Yep. Cool. All right, so you have Alpha, and you're requesting taxi to VFR departure northbound.
VFR departure northbound. Space Coast Tower, Skyhawk 79966 at Spaceport, ready to taxi to departure for VFR northbound with information Alpha.
Space Coast Tower with Space Coast Ground.
I said Space Coast.
7, taxi via Delta Echo Alpha, cross runway 18.
Taxi via Delta Echo Alpha to runway.
Say the runway again for 966, please.
Yeah, runway 27, we're changing the runways around. Runway 27, taxi via
Delta, Charlie, Echo, Alpha.
Charlie Alpha.
Delta Charlie Alpha?
Yep.
Okay. Taxi via Delta Charlie Alpha to runway 27, Skyhawk 79966.
Delta Charlie Echo Alpha to runway 27, cross 36 on Echo 966. Oh, hang on. All right, those are all. I'll explain what happened in a minute.
Okay.
I'm just saving the controller from getting annoyed at us. Oh, you're fine. So Delta Charlie
Echo
Alpha, and then there was a runway crossing clearance that you had to do as well. And he's required to get the reback clearance on the runway crossings. So that's why you have that script.
Right.
It may not be about 80 next time. Just pull that script up right in front of you, and like that exact maneuver that they were going to do was right there on the script for you. So
Okay.
runway 27 at Alpha. Now it cut out. I didn't hear what runway he said.
Yeah.
So
that's why I was kind of confused.
And if you didn't hear it, you can always just say, "Hey, ground, can you repeat the runway heading or repeat which runway you were using?" Because I heard Delta Charlie Echo Alpha, so I knew it was going to be 27, but I never heard him say it. So something weird happened, but that's flying. So, all right. Run Charlie, left on Echo. We are cleared to cross the runway. We will make yourself nice and visible. So landing lights on, pretty much all your lights on. Make yourself as visible as possible. You get your taxiway out. Make sure you get the landing light on. 2 clicks out.
Oh, how'd you do that when you?
Well, the taxi light should come on before you start taxiing.
All right.
So you're clear to cross. You can go. Left side's clear.
You're right.
That's clear. Just because I said clear to cross doesn't mean we're not going to check. So when you're crossing your runway, keep your eyes out of the plane. Don't look at your tablets. Don't look at your phones. Just you're crossing your runway. This is business. Everything looks good. Nobody's coming on the runway. We're clear of the runway. Good. Yep. And we're going to make a left at Alpha. We'll hold short of the runway. Back yourself a little bit from the runway too. That way, if you lift your feet off the brakes for a second, don't realize it, you don't drift onto the runway.
Okay.
Because that's called a runway incursion, and that's a lot of paperwork that you do not want to be responsible for. So this extended taxiway here, you see where like the dash is on the either side of it? That's 150 feet.
So
you can go like halfway up. Like if you stop like halfway short of it.
So right here.
That way, if you drift, look how much if you drift a little bit, you're not going to end up on the runway.
Right.
Hopefully.
Okay. Pre-takeoff apps 0. Make sure best power. Carpet is off. Heat. Bar heading indicator to compass. I didn't set my heading bug.
Yep, 27, perfect. Do you know how to set the altitude bug as well?
Yeah.
Okay, because let's do 4,500 while we're doing this. So push in on that one, over 2 clicks, push in again, go to 4,500, and push in one more time. Good, push in, good. Let's switch over to the tower frequency.
Transponder set, doors and windows, landing light on, strobes on, time out, brake.
Cool beans. All right, let's get out of here.
Space Coast Tower, Skog 79966 is at runway 27 Alpha, ready for departure.
79966 Space Coast Tower, runway 27, takeoff, proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, proceed on course, 79966.
Good. All right, let's roll.